So yesterday I showed my lamp I had back here on this table, and I had two different, I think it was yesterday, I had two different wattage bulbs to see which one looked better. I liked the brighter one, and one comment said they liked the lower watt one better. And I started looking on Amazon to find something that was maybe a little more colorful, because that's a little bird lamp and I think it's adorable. But I moved it over to a table. And I started thinking, I was watching Buzz's Garage this morning, and he was doing Christmas in July where he was opening up Christmas lights. He'd ordered some like nostalgic, I don't know what from what year, but they were, I don't know, they were kind of a frosted round bulb. Maybe they're called crystals or something like that. Anyway, they were very pretty. And I was like, oh, that's right. This Christmas is going to be my first Christmas retired, and I'm going to be able to decorate. Not that I'm huge into decorating, but it's still going to be fun. It's not like rush to get the Christmas stuff down, get the tree put up, and then go to work. There's just going to be more time for it. And then I started thinking, oh, I can put a little tree back here. So I looked on Amazon for a little tree, and then I remembered I have one in the attic clear back from, probably the 80s. It's got a little wood planter under it. So if that's still in good shape, I will use that. So back to the Amazon. I went and I found a lamp, and it came. I mean, just came. I've been waiting for it to be delivered. I don't know what the name of it is really. It looks like it's Marakek. So, and this is what the outside of the box looks like. They had 4 to choose from, and I got the yellow. So I hope it's pretty. It looks kind of brown. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Isn't that pretty? And this looks like the top. It's got these little clips. The same way the light bulb goes in. I didn't want one I had to recharge, and I didn't want it to be very big. Where's my light bulb? I don't see a light bulb. Uh-oh. Oh, well, here's the bottom of it, and here's the light bulb socket. I swore it said it came with a light bulb. Well, let me read on the box, and I'll come back. Crisis is over. I swore it had a light bulb. I didn't go back and look on the website yet because either it's here or it's not. But it was an LED bulb that, like, it was kind of tallish, and it had like yellow and white on it. But this little 7-watt, 7.5-watt night light, I just was able to screw it in there because I thought the other light bulb clipped in, but it turns on. So that's what's important. I can figure out an LED bulb for it later. So let me see. Oop, wrong. There we go. Okay. So these look the same size. I was looking at Tiffany lamps, and this mosaic lamp came up from, I think, India. That is super cute. So I will use this right here. Let's see what it looks like. So that doesn't really look yellow. I would call it more of an amber. But that's really pretty. Definitely low light. So the other thing I wanted to show you was, I don't think I showed you this before. The lady at my old job that is having a baby, I had bought a couple of outfits. It's a little girl. I bought a couple of outfits for her, and I got them in the 3 to 6 month instead of the newborn. I think they are darling. So this one is 2 pieces, and that's got little flowers on it, you know, like a little onesie with a snap, but it's got cute little sleeves. And there's a lavender one, more of a puffy look to it. And then this one is a complete outfit. So it's got the little bodysuit top, a bow for the head, and then little leggings. I don't know if I was holding that out of view, but that's so, so adorable. I was also remembering another story, another kid's story, and it's from a long time ago when my daughter was in kindergarten. And so she was born in 89, so it was the mid 90s. And we were sitting at the table doing her homework. She was in a really, really bad mood. And I was just trying to keep the peace, be encouraging, and help her get through this homework. I mean, it's not much for kindergarten. Don't even remember what it was. She says, I have to go to the bathroom. I said, okay. So she left and she came back. Shortly after that, I went to the bathroom. She had used my bathroom, which was all the way on the other side of the house. And I walk into the room to find 2 big holes in the sheetrock and my towel rack with the towel on it on the floor. Oh my gosh. So I went back out there, you know, take a deep breath, And I said, why did you pull the towel rack out of the wall? She says, because I don't like homework. I called my neighbor right next door. She was a school teacher of middle school. So I knew anything that my daughter could hand out, she would be able to handle. So I called her and I said, do you mind helping my daughter with her homework? Because it's not going very well. And she just tore the towel rack completely out of the wall, sheetrock and all. And she says, oh, you just send that little lump of sugar over here. We'll be fine. So we both step out on the porch and she goes next door. I don't know what it was. Less than an hour later, both of them come back to the house. And my neighbor says, I don't know what your problem is. She is the sweetest, kindest, easiest child to work with in the world. Yeah, she was like that the entire time she was at home. Always a rebel and always standing up for whatever she thought was right or whatever she thought was wrong, and she did not care about the consequences. I did look up my order from Amazon on the lamp. It looks a little bit brighter in this picture, but that's because it's got a bulb. And it does say fixture including LED bulb for living room, bedroom decor. So I will just send them a message and hopefully they'll send me a bulb. Our microwave, which is not new, I have no idea how old it is. It looks old and it was in the house when we moved in 8 years ago. No longer works. So I'm going to show you a picture of the temporary replacement until the full-sized one gets here. Kind of cracks me up. Honey, I shrunk the microwave. Thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.